Cash Color Campus, a high level of conversation on livehip-hop-daily.tv. And this episode is sponsored by the Cbd Joint. The Cbd Joint creates a unique, dynamic, and informative retail experience to empower individuals to achieve maximum health and wellness using hemp and CBD products. Their goal? To become the customer's first choice for all their CBD needs. Head to the cbdcollective.com and also check out their brick and mortar shop at 800 Church Street in Marietta, Georgia. And also stop by AtlantibusClothing.com. Everything from our Atlantibus Signature collection to our Drug Lord collection and Return of the Viper collections are all available for purchase now. So head to AtlantibusClothing.com and shop today. All right, man. Roz, what's up?
Ain't nothing. I'm glad to be here. Thank you again for having me.
No problem. So my guest tonight is Roz Grigger. She is the owner of the Cbd Joint, who has been sponsoring this show this month. And I literally said when I saw her turn the corner, I thought you were a lot taller. And maybe it's because of the way you speak, the way you present yourself on Instagram. I thought she was about to be 6 feet tall. Not at all, man. All this energy comes packed in this little body.
Ooh, yeah, man. It's nonstop.
So, Roz, thank you again for being a guest on the show tonight. But for those who aren't familiar, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
My name is Roz Grigger. I'm the owner of the Cbd Joint. It's a 2-year business. I started with a partner in 2019. Our whole goal was just to educate based on my story, where I came from.
Okay.
Prior to my inception into the CBD world, I was an adversary. I was a non-lover of the plant.
Okay.
So I'm like new to this. Based on one trip to a store in Myrtle Beach, it changed my whole life.
Really? So you say you start off as an adversary to the plant?
Oh yeah.
As far as adversary, do you mean like
I hated it.
Like how Cobra was to G.I. Joe? Like, yeah, like what kind of? We talking about?
It was when I was coming up, it was a bad thing. It wasn't to be touched.
Oh,
it wasn't
of course.
to be.
Yeah.
So I never did it. I did it once when I was like 12, just as a dare.
Yeah.
And again when I was 16, and then I'm 57, and I'm just getting back in.
You know, it's crazy because I grew up in the 80s. Like everything around us was just say no to drugs, like DARE program, all that.
Yeah.
When I see the commercials now where they was always daring, you had to be concerned about people walking up to you and offering you joints and all that. That didn't happen to me till I was 21. like straight up. I couldn't find, nobody walked up to me and gave me nothing. You know what I mean? Like it was never some of the propaganda I saw that made me scared of cannabis actually never happened around me. Like, but it was always drilled in my mind that this could happen at any given point. Like you hit a blunt, you just deflate. You know what I mean? Like.
Or get arrested.
I
mean, I had 2 black sons. The last thing I want them to do is be dealing with a product that's illegal.
Yeah.
While being black. Just gonna be honest. So it was taboo in my sister. She'd tell you. Didn't touch it.
So what led you to, I guess, getting involved in the CBD and hemp? Like you did mention that you had a trip to Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. I was on vacation at a timeshare presentation. Me and my ex-partner, and I just kept seeing CBD, and I'm like, what is CBD? So I decided to try it, and I did, and I felt like, I don't know, it was like almost 20 minutes, I was feeling like a whole different person because I was on blood pressure medication.
Okay, it's medical.
Statins, and I was on a mood stabilizer. Really wasn't working. But it changed everything. That day was the beginning of my journey to the CBD Joint.
Really? And why were you on so many medications, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I was diagnosed with ADHD.
Okay.
That's the first thing it's called. Black folks that got a lot of energy.
Yeah, of course.
And being in the military, I developed PTSD.
Okay.
And I'm hyperactive, so it helped me to manage the stress. So I came off of those medications.
Mm-hmm. On that day too, that's crazy.
Not that day, but as I started to learn about what was going on and what I had believed all this time wasn't true. So it just made me go down this rabbit hole. And after I started using it for me, it was over. It was over.
Did you end up getting the timeshare?
No. And they were mad.
Yeah. I'm like concerned about that part. Did you end up getting the timeshare?
Did not get it and got put out the building slightly after we said no.
Don't they give you gifts and stuff? Like you didn't get a TV
and
or nothing?
And they snatch them back if you don't sign.
And that's why it's a scam. And that's why timeshares are a scam right there.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you had a corporate background. You mentioned your military background prior to getting involved into the CBD stop. Like, speak to us about your past background and how that led to also getting to the CBD joint.
I'm a Renaissance woman. I do a lot of everything. That's been my Achilles heel. I've had businesses that just didn't work.
Yeah.
The passion was there, but I didn't have the right components.
I understand.
So
Yeah.
here I am today, after a lot of failed attempts at things that I love to do. But this is different. This changed my life. Nothing has done that before.
You know, that's such an entrepreneurial spirit. Like, I'm going to keep doing stuff. You realize when, again, something ain't jiving, but it doesn't stop you from trying to try something else new.
Nah, you can't stop. You stop, you die.
Yeah. So, we got the CBD joint, you know what I mean? And you just spoke to us about your interest in CBD and hemp. What made you want to say, I'm going to open up my own standalone store?
Well, for one, I knew it needed to be disseminated amongst our people, because just like me, I was lied to. To me, it was the worst thing you can do, you know. And when I found differently, I'm like, well, my friends were already taking it before I opened my shop. I had already been taking it for like a year and some change before the act passed that made it easier. So I was already doing it as a business, just giving it to folks that was open to it, because it was still a little taboo. So it was opportunity presented itself. I had the money, credit cards, I used everything I had.
Jeez,
and I had a
man.
partner that decided to jump on at the last minute, and we did it.
That's what's up. So you braving through on your own, straight up, like bootstrapping.
We use all our own money.
And that sounds like, you know, that's really a massive effort. You know what I mean? Like, even putting together small amounts of money to keep the show going and stuff like that is hard. I can imagine how much it would have took, you know, financially and in faith, you know what I'm saying, to make that work.
A little bit of both, you know. Yeah. Good folks, you know, you meet people on the way, and things, I don't know why I feel like I'm nervous.
Oh, you good.
But I think talking about this, I get a little emotional, because I had a really traumatic 2 years. And CBD was kind of what helped me transition to where I am today.
Okay. So, you know, being with the store, we have multiple stores in the city. You know, we have from Georgia Hemp to Saha. You have plenty of places. Has the community been welcoming to you with as far as since you opened up the CBD joint?
The community, as far as my people that own shops?
Yeah, like the community around here.
Yes, absolutely. I actually met Georgia Hemp before I opened the shop.
Okay.
I
Joe's
met
a
the
cool
owners.
dude.
I met them before, and then your CBD store, I love them.
Yeah.
The one in Atlanta, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. The CBD community is super supportive. You know, from place to place. Like, it's never like, even when I was speaking with Bridget last week, she's with Saha Group. She mentions how, you know, if she doesn't have something in the store, they'll easily tell somebody go to Georgia Hemp or go to, you know, CBD Joint. Like, it's never a competition type deal.
Because my thing is, we want to get it to, I mean, everybody has their own way. We're not doing anything different. We're disseminating information that need to get to whoever we can influence.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different niche, you know. But at the bottom of at the end of the day, people need to understand that this is not weed.
Yeah.
Period.
You know, and speaking of miseducation, I think that's probably the biggest issue that we're facing right now as far as our community. The misinformation that surrounds CBD and hemp, and how much we're already now tied to THC. You know, like we're so tied to THC. I think that people are almost nervous to even. Yeah, definitely.
It's culture. And, you know, and it's just what we did. You know, it wasn't wrong. It's just it was portrayed as being wrong. So now there's undoing that stigma is the biggest obstacle we have right now.
Yeah.
It's educating folks coming, hell, I don't want to get high. I'm like, okay, you came to the right place.
Yeah. Because you ain't going to get high like this.
You can't get high. Well, you can now with Delta 8.
With Delta, yeah, but it's still not the same. You know what I mean?
It's still not the same. And people still, they demonize that. But, because it gets you this way, it's still part of the plan.
You know, part of education is, again, speaking to people across the board. And THC smokers I've met are normally the ones who are more apprehensive about trying CBD and hemp. Have you crossed that obstacle as well?
Every single day, and I bring them all down. I bring every person I have introduced that is a so-called marijuana connoisseur. Nah, it ain't. It's different. She been smoking since she was 12.
She told on you.
She probably smoked. Oh.
No, I'm playing.
They can't see her.
Yeah, they can't see
But
her.
what I'm saying is that she's a avid user of THC. But Hemp is different.
Yeah, one is not a high, and if you're looking to get a high, then you be waiting all day. You know what I mean? It's not a high. You need it for specific reasons. Like I use CBD after all my workouts. Like I have a CBD cool stick. I got the salve. Like my bones are falling apart. Like I don't got the knees no more. So I got to use all that together. You know what I'm saying? And you really got to look into why you would need CBD versus why should I have this? Like it's almost like people come to you with that kind of mentality. Like why should I have this? Well, think about why you should need it.
Well, I think most humans have three things that we all probably can relate to: anxiety, can't sleep, and pain. It's the trifecta of every human existence. Who don't have it at some point in time? The thing that I think is the travesty is that we already had the plant that's all we needed for the most part. So now my thing is, now I've been converted. I need to start touching some other folks to say, no, they had it wrong.
Hallelujah. Bring some more to the congregation.
Amen.
So, speaking about the CBD joint, what do you feel like it is that makes the store a unique experience versus other spots?
Me. My passion for the knowledge that people need to get. Same way I was bamboozled too.
Yeah.
So I think it's my life. This is what I do now. This is it. So I'm always looking for bigger and better ways to incorporate it in your daily life. It don't have to be regimented. Yeah. It should be like a vitamin. Period.
Yeah. How much time do you actually spend? How much time do you have to spend educating people when they come into the store versus just being able to make a flat sale? Like I feel like
I don't ever want to make a flat sale.
Yeah.
Let me just make that. I mean, I'm in this thing to make money. Let's be clear, okay? But I want to also contribute back to the community, so that's why I select different things. So I think my passion is what drives my customers back. I don't tell them what they need. I just give them the information and they decide. I'm not a doctor.
You said that. I remember I was listening to you.
I'm not a doctor.
I was listening to you on the was it Fat Thor? I was listening to you on the
Yes.
Fat Thor show. I remember you saying that I'm not a doctor. like that's.
And we don't claim to be. So that's why when people say, well, I got this pain for this. Well, what they don't realize is that it doesn't matter the pain you have because it's going to address most of those issues. So when people say, I got CBD for this or CBD for that, no, you don't. Unless it's been formulated that way, because CBD in and of itself will do that.
Yeah, and knowing how universal CBD is as far as helping in with certain situations, it's crazy to watch how it's being hijacked.
Yes.
Like you watch now, like CBD pillows, like there's CBD water, like there's CBD everything.
But there's science behind all of that. Look at the methods that CBD and THC can be used. It just makes sense.
Even the pillow thing, like I thought the pillow thing actually made sense at first. You know what I mean?
Inhalation, it's like aromatherapy. It's the same concept, just CBD oil.
Yeah, it's a dope concept. I still think it's a hard sell for me that I'm gonna do that when, again, like you say, it's like aromatherapy. Like why wouldn't I do aromatherapy? Then again, I feel like also people are just using this to put on almost any product at this point. Like,
well, yeah, you have. Well, where there's good, there's bad. That's the balance of life. You just have to know which way to go.
Yeah.
Or have somebody to help guide you.
Yeah. Speaking of helping guiding you, do you have anybody who helps mentor you as far as through this process, or have you had a chance to meet
universe,
them?
the folks I come in contact with, the knowledge I get from the farmers like I went to yesterday, or some of my other CBD owners.
I saw you visited Green Toad yesterday.
Oh man, that place was amazing.
Shout out to Dwayne and them, man.
Shout out to Dwayne and Reggie.
Yeah.
Reginald,
Yeah.
awesome brothers, doing some good things.
Yeah. We had him on the show a little while ago, man. I was blessed to be able to speak with him because it's dope to see two black faces in that space running it how they're running it.
And it's so clean.
Yeah.
It's so serene. It was awesome.
Yeah. So I know you have a social coming up soon too. I want to talk about that in the middle of us talking about this business thing. Like, get me into the 420 social you're doing down at Atlantucky. Shout out to my boys over there, Nappy Roots and all that.
Yeah, amen. Thank you very, very much for bringing that up. Shout out to Nappy Roots in Atlantucky. Thanks again for having me. I'm doing the CBD social, and basically, it's a party that's just CBD inspired. It's the plant, it's the thing that gave me life. And I think when people engage in CBD in a social setting, it changes things. So that was my idea behind it. It's like my birthday, and it's my birthday
It's
party.
your birthday, yeah.
I'll be 57, and I'm proud of that number.
Yeah.
It's been rough for everybody in 2020. A lot of us missed our birthdays last year. I mean, we didn't miss them, but
Yeah.
you know,
You didn't get a chance
we
to
weren't
do
able to
birthday
celebrate
stuff.
like we would normally. So this year, I think everybody should do something different on their birthday, and this is mine.
That's what it is, man. So to speak, and I look forward to going to it. I'm actually going to be at it myself.
Yes.
I'm going to be a sponsor of the event.
Yes.
What are some of the things that people can expect when they do pull up? Because I know you had mentioned to me about the poet, which I told you I'm ready for that.
We got confirmed. We got Sean Fallon, DJ. He be everywhere. Sean.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sean. He's the DJ. I got Eric Thomas, saxophone player, that's going to do his thing. I also got Trey 380 The Future. He's I think he already out there right now. Some people might know him anyway, but he's going to do some stuff. Is going to kill y'all. Like the boy is like a genius, and I never met him till today.
You never met him till today?
This was the first time today.
Was he thinking that you was going to be 6 foot tall too?
Yeah.
See, man, like I'm trying to
think.
tell you, it's
I
something
don't know
about
what
the
I think
voice or
about-
something.
Do I seem like I'm taller?
I mean, don't know. We was on the phone and I expected like, all right, I'm ready. Then you turn the corner. I'm like, who this?
It's that passion, man. It's that Philly bred passion.
Oh, you from Philly?
All day.
Let me tell you something. Like I've never been to Philly, but I always told people the joke. Like before my father passed away, like not literally like his dying words, but before he passed away, he had told me. He said, if you ever go to Philadelphia, don't buy a girl a drink. And he never explained why. Yeah, that was my face. Like he never explained why. He didn't say water, soda. He didn't say like alcohol. He just said
left you
never buy
hanging
a
like
drink.
that?
Yeah. It's like the super cliffhanger. So I've been planning to go to Philly for the last 2 years, and every time I think about it, I'm like, damn. But if somebody says, "Do I want something to drink?" Like, do you actually do that shit? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna blow up or something. He never told me the ramifications.
We gonna have to come back on that one because I need to. Hey, sis, you know about that?
No. Philly's your upbringing, so that might be part of it. You know, it's the up northness about you.
Yeah, that Philly bred. I'm Philly bred. Yeah, but I love Atlanta. So shout out to the A, man.
Yeah. How long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been here since 2009.
Okay. So you came fresh down here not too long ago.
By myself, no family.
And built, well, you know what? And that's also a testament to how strong you are when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Because you mentioned about how, you'll try several things and some of them will fail. For you to come down here bare naked, basically, you know what I mean, and starting a business.
I had a dream. I had a vision. It didn't work out the way I planned it, but I'm okay with the way it turned out.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any plans of expanding it, especially being that you have a Philly background and knowing that Philadelphia, knowing that in Pennsylvania, you actually could pull up and pop all this off?
You remember Multiplicity?
The movie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. When I can get that done,
You gonna go ahead and do that?
my sister, I don't have a lot of people around me, so I would have to hire from outside.
Okay, so we don't.
So I'm looking to do that.
All right, so are you thinking about even possibly expanding out in the Georgia area? Like I know you're in Marietta right now, like coming into Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm coming shortly. It'll be announced at the party. How about that?
Okay. You see, okay. Well, you don't have to announce it here. I press people about details. We almost got almost got Bridget last week to give us details about the new Spider-Man movie. We can get details out.
My nephew's a Spider-Man.
Oh, you should have been here last week. You should have been here last week. Me, Herb, and Tony, we was trying to get them details because she's working on the set. And we was like, can we get something?
Yeah.
Like, can we get a plot
Bridget and them,
line?
they cool folks, man.
Oh yeah.
I like them, man.
I love their story. I love the fact
Yeah.
that they stepped out of the franchise thing. Like no
I was
offense.
glad.
Yeah, no offense to your CBD store, but I really
Yeah.
thought that they have the ability as far as like personality and everything
Yeah.
around them to do something on their own.
That's why everything's in divine time.
Yeah. We are coming out of COVID. Last year was kind of a hard year for most folks, especially in business. When you couldn't open up your doors, you had to really reroute how you looked at business and how you even handled your business. How did you adapt through 2020, and what did you feel like you learned from it?
I ate my CBD on a consistent basis. I put one foot in front of the other, kept it moving. I did not close one day.
Really?
Not one.
I feel you on that. We was closed. The studio was closed maybe 2 weeks before we still did shows, like we had to do them virtual for a little while.
If you can keep if you can keep liquor stores open, you can keep us open.
Yeah.
Sorry. They gonna have to change. They gonna have to take me out of their handcuffs.
So,
And if you remember, it wasn't mandatory to be closed. It was they misread that. It didn't say everybody closed.
I didn't, you know, again, but I'm not a business person at the time. Like, it's not like I have to go, you know, I had no, it's not, we didn't have a store. So it wasn't something I was even in understanding. So you're saying that all the stores didn't necessarily have to close?
No.
Really?
That's not what it read. That's why a lot of places was open and people had choices.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to close certain stores, but if you read the law, it didn't say you had to close. They suggested, but it was never you had to.
Yeah.
So that was the difference. So I stayed open because my people needed me.
Yeah. So that's good, man. At least you were still there for your customers. You know, because again, it was a hard time. Like for most people, like even for me, like having to deal with having to do so much stuff virtual. I like being in person.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like it's not. I think going online is such an impersonal situation.
I agree. That's why I stayed open. Yeah. That's exactly why, because the people they want to come in and feel like they matter.
Yeah.
And not saying people that did close didn't, but for me, I had everything. I had nothing else. I was divorced, friends gone. It was just me and my CBD. My family, but I'm no joke. It's not a joke. So that's why I'm an advocate for this plant, the CBD and the THC, but more so the CBD because there's more can be consumed more by the masses.
Yeah. What is your feelings on THC? Are you a supporter?
Oh, I'm hey THC, ABD, EFG. Yes, honey. Yes, I want it all. ALL. Yes.
And it's so wild because
playing these games.
You spent so long of your life being anti.
Yes, so I could tip it. Listen, don't get me started on that one.
Yeah.
Because if I had it, Mecca, I promise you, I probably would have had a different experience.
Real.
Yeah.
But now you do have it.
And I won't let it go.
I was about to say you won't let it go.
No.
Do you know?
I'd probably do more than I probably should.
Have you? Oh, well, I haven't asked you this, but are you a consumer? Are you a cannabis consumer by any chance?
Hell, what do you mean?
I mean, I know you are, but I like to, you know.
What the hell? Is that a trick question? Wait a minute.
Follow-up question. All right, so I know you're a cannabis consumer. Have you thought about why you consume? Like, is it anxiety issues? Have you ever thought about why you do it?
Oh, shit, yeah. I do it because I like the way I feel.
Feel you.
What the fuck?
I feel you.
Ooh.
No, you can swear. We swear all day. I can't believe you asked me what requirements we have in the show. I was like, did you read the email?
I probably, I might, I don't read. I skim.
Oh, I was about to say. Me and Kim was talking about that.
To be honest with you, I mean, I might have said Mac and Rise and okay, and I'm like, oh shit, there you go.
We was talking about that last week.
It's a bad habit, but I don't slow down enough to read, and plus my eyes are blurry.
Oh man, that's the skim part. Like me and my guest Kim last week was talking about skimming. I was like, that's how people get caught up in fake news nowadays because we stopped reading and now we do skimming. So you just read the first line, this line, and then you got the gist of it.
Your eyes pick out important stuff usually, unless you book your birthday on the wrong day. But
did you book your birthday on the wrong day? But you got that together. But yeah, don't skim through us. Yeah, you could totally curse all day.
Yeah, I wish I had known because I would have. Can I get a little roll up or something like this?
Oh, you talking to your sister?
Yeah. No, but seriously, I know I talk a lot because I'm really passionate about this thing. I mean, I've been tricked for so long. I'm mad.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm mad.
You know what I love though? Like I say, I love the passion.
I beat my son.
Say what? I'm sorry.
I spanked my son. I punched my son. Got reprimanded
over cannabis.
Yes, it was illegal.
Yeah.
It's a CBD though.
Well, what she just got handed, that's a CBD joint for those.
This is CBD.
Anybody asking?
You did?
9:47 in the show and she gets a joint passed to her. That's CBD. That's CBD for anybody who's asking.
Y'all know I'm a CBD, right?
Roz, you are the most interesting person, man.
You know, I get that shit a lot.
Yeah,
I don't understand what it means. I'm just being me.
That and the I thought you was taller thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get that a whole lot.
Well, if I had to come back again as me, I would want to be a little taller with dimples.
Is she like this every day? This is her every fucking day, man. Roz, you know, again, like I was about to say before I started laughing. The thing I do love about the CBD community, from Saha to Georgia Hemp to yourself to just all the other stores in the city, there's a community about it. You know what I mean? I think that you'll really try your hardest to build up each other versus try to make it a competition thing.
Absolutely.
Is that something that you, well, you clearly, you do see it around you, man, but how important is that as far as your growth as a everybody's individual growth as a business, the shared support?
There's enough room for everything. There's abundance. Is nothing that's lack. You know, lack is a choice.
Yeah.
So I think that if collectively we all want the same thing, we want to provide for our families, do some generational wealth type things, and serve the community.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different sphere of influence. Mine is what it is. Theirs is what theirs are. And at the bottom line, we all together. That's the whole thing about us. It's too much of this crab in a barrel thing. You know, we got to find a way to connect these dots, man.
Yeah, well, you know, especially in this space right now, the race to be first drives me crazy. You know what I mean? Like how
We're never first. There's nothing new under the sun, and history always repeats itself.
Facts.
There's nothing new here.
Facts.
Everybody just got their own stank on it.
Facts.
I mean, not stank, but you know what I mean.
But
You know what I mean?
but I feel like that
swag.
that's part of what hinders some of the collaboration. You know, like there's definitely this mad dash to be. I need to be the first one who said this. I need to be the first one who did that. But I'm like, how about can we all just be collectively successful?
Because we can, until we can. It's just that simple. People have to understand that it's not just about you or me. It's about us.
Yeah. Bigger purpose.
Yeah.
Bigger purpose.
And we still gonna get our individual growth, but we never gonna grow. It ain't just gonna happen until we start connecting the dots.
Yeah. Well, you know, CBD is again another space. Like most of the people who came in here primarily for a medical reason. Like they wanted to help somebody else who's suffering through the exact same thing. Not saying again that's not a THC thing, but you definitely see that in CBD. Like they don't just jump up and say I'm gonna have a CBD store.
Who don't?
No, well, yeah, true. True.
We all been.
True.
Y'all ain't been to my CBD store.
True. Your CBD store has to
I
be
call
big.
I call the CBD joint the portal because I've met the most amazing people in there. I mean, people I would have never met if I had not been in this space. There was no reason for me to meet you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, come on.
No, seriously. If I wasn't in the cannabis
Oh yeah, well,
and
maybe.
didn't have the CBD store, we probably would have not met.
Especially when I found out you was from Philly. I don't know if I could have ever gave you anything to drink.
See?
Like I don't know if we ever would have met. Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy me a drink. So if y'all ever see me, y'all can buy me a drink.
Buy Roz a drink. If you go to her birthday party, buy her a drink.
Yes. Oh, it's BYOB. It's Bottle Valley at the birthday. Ain't no drinks. You bring your own shit.
What?
Put it at the bar. They will serve it to you. You only drinking what you bring. You bring Henny, you drink Henny.
Oh, somebody bringing champagne.
You bring champagne, you drink champagne.
Somebody bringing champagne up in there. Somebody is bringing a 40.
And I'm gonna tell you why I did that. Back when I used to do parties in Philly, I love Bottle Valley. I like for you to. We used to do setups and everything. You know, like everybody. I go and I buy $15 for a drink. That's too much. So you bring you a $15 bottle.
And drink all night.
And drink all night.
Roz
It's your bottle.
Roz parties be different. That's not
It's your bottle because you think about it. I mean, no shouts out to the bars. Hey, everybody got to do their thing. But for this one, I wanted people to spend less and have more fun. For what they get for $25, where you getting that shit at?
Not in Atlanta.
At 420 Social. That's where you getting it at.
Not in Atlanta. You can't even park for $25. You trying to go out somewhere.
But I'm not doing it. I'm doing it because I'm missing it in my life. So, you know, if you don't find it, you build it.
Roz, if people wanted to, actually, well, first let's start with the party. If somebody wanted to go to the party right now, are tickets still available? Can they still get down with this?
Tickets are available at the shop. During the shop hours, Tuesday to Saturday, 1 to 6. They're also available on Eventbrite and all of our social media platforms.
You know, and I'm sorry, I didn't touch on this because we're gonna be at the store soon. You know, like we're actually gonna bring the store. I'd love to come out there and do some content. What is your, speak about some of the products that are available at the store. Like, are they CBD Joint branded products, or do you source, do you purchase from other places?
I purchase from farms usually.
Okay.
I like to go straight to the farms. I do have some distributors that I like because I was using them before I opened the shop, so they came with me. I vet everything. I've eaten every single thing in my shop except for the dog treats. And I have dogs that I have tests.
Yeah.
The stuff is good. So there's a lot of good CBD products out there. I just like to go out there and find mine.
Have you ever thought about trying one of the dog treats?
No. Now, if I smoke some Delta 8, I might.
You know what's great? It's a real story. Like I had a friend of mine who used to work at Petco, and he would talk about often, like, you know, some of this stuff, the natural stuff they making is almost like actual people food. Like if you ever needed to, you probably could eat one of these.
And if I ever needed to, I would. Let's be clear. If I needed to, if I needed to do anything to survive, y'all better look. Y'all better run.
If it's Walking Dead time, I'm eating a dog biscuit.
And smoking a doobie.
Roz, you are hilarious.
Let me stop. I'm just joking. I like to see. Life is about having fun.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Laugh. Do you know how much time you put in your life just by laughing?
Girl, now I'm thinking about an apocalyptic situation where we're all trying to eat dog biscuits and stuff. But I'm trying to tell you, you probably could eat some of this stuff. It would take that.
Yes, you can. But we have everything from like joints. We have coffee, tea. We have sexual enhancement products. We have sexual enhancement products.
She slid that one in there twice.
We have flour. We have a flour bars, like 20 different strains.
Word.
We're working on an herb bar. We're going to do herbs and aromatherapy. So we're working on that as well. What else? We have gummies, Delta 8. I just got Delta 10. I'm not even putting it out there yet because I need to do a little bit more. I'm going to tell you it's good, though.
What?
Ooh, child. Delta 10, y'all.
So you have tried it at least?
I have it right now.
Is that what's in that joint?
That's CBD. Didn't we say that was CBD, y'all? What the hell? Are you trying to trick me? I know. Hell no.
Out my studio. Man, get it.
The CBD.
That's crazy. So Delta 10.
Delta 10 is another cannabinoid. It's another small cannabinoid with a big bang.
You know, Delta 8 sit me down, boy. Like, I them gummies. I didn't even try the actual smokables. Just gummies sit me down.
Yeah. It's still hemp, though, babe.
Yeah.
Don't let them fool you.
No.
It's still hemp.
No, that's
But that's the good thing about it because
Yeah.
it's still hemp. So imagine where the person, who's going to have the biggest problem?
Who?
Probably TEC.
I don't know. I still like to smoke, but I can say it on the air. I still like to smoke.
If you are interested in any kind of way to get in this business, just as the new millionaire, get in it. Get in it. Black folks, we missed the .com. This is it. This is the millionaire, the 21st century millionaires that's going to come out of the cannabis industry.
Well, I feel like you're going to be one of them, and I pray that you are
too.
able to lead. Oh, definitely.
You too.
Oh, definitely.
Real recognize real, right?
We all going to come together. I see La, I'm touching you right here. You're going to be a millionaire, too.
Yes, we all going to be millionaires. Seriously.
Yeah. So, Roz, please let people know how they can go to the store because we're actually going to be at the store sometime in April. Our April lineup's going to be lit. I can't wait to tell everybody what's popping off in April.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me
gonna be
too.
Dope. It's going to be dope. But we are definitely going to stop by the store. So let people know more about the store, where they can go, where they could come pull up on you at, like you say, dates and times and how y'all are available.
All right, well, we available right now in Marietta, 801 Church Street. Tuesday to Saturday, 1 to 6 right now currently. We're going to change the hours sometime this summer. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cbd Joint Collective. I'm everywhere I could possibly be, just being this one person.
Multiplicity has
Multiplicity,
not happened yet.
yep. The 420 CBD Social, definitely going to be something I'm putting all my energy into. I done got some good people. That's Mecca is sponsoring the joint anyway.
Yeah, man, we're going to be there.
Yeah,
we're gonna be
so,
there.
I mean, it's definitely going to be something to remember. I'm going to make sure of that.
Raj, you're something to remember. I want
Thank
you.
too.
We're about to, well, I definitely thank you for coming through tonight. I'd love for you to go
Thanks
meet
for
up with
having
our
me.
vendor, Carpe Diem. Go get you a
Yes.
taco. They got
Carpe Diem.
us
Yes.
smacking. They are
I'm-
definitely. I recommend them highly. They are smacking. And yeah, and just enjoy and make sure you network with people and let them know who you are. We definitely have a community here at Cash Color Canvas that loves to support brands like yourself. So
Yeah, I love you guys, man. I think it's really great what you're doing.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me. I am honored.
Well, you're part of a great week I've had. Like
Likewise.
I had a chance to interview Lil Wayne this week, and I told
What?
somebody, yeah,
I'm in the Wayne week.
I did my first cover story this week.
That's
Yeah,
a come up.
first cover story this week, and I told people the funny part is after I left hip hop because I just was burnt out of covering hip hop. Ended up in the cannabis space, and my first actual cover story as a journalist is me covering Lil Wayne and his cannabis industry and his cannabis business. It was crazy.
It's a crazy business right now, and it's not too late for people to get involved.
No.
If it's something that you're really passionate about, it's not just about a store or you can marketing.
Oh yeah,
Photography.
Bro, we talk that all the time, and like for the ancillary side of the space, you really could become a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like the needs on the marketing side, like you just mentioned, to everything else is like wide open, bro. Like you could really drive a truck through them
The whole niche, yep, all by yourself.
Yeah,
Well, not by yourself, but close.
yeah, unless you have multiplicity.
Yeah.
Roz, thank you for coming out tonight. Again, please kick it with us for a little while before.
Absolutely.
Before you get out of here. And that's Cash Color Cannabis, high level of conversation on livehiphopdaily.tv, sponsored by the CBD Joint and Atlanta Biz Clothing.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna take.